So, it's been a few days since Smash for Switch has officially been announced, but the internet has already seemingly lost its collective mind over this news. But everyone seems to have one question. Is this just a Smash 4 port? Or is it Smash 5, the next installment in the ever-growing Smash series? There's pretty compelling evidence that this game is a brand new title. The phrase working title and original game are peppered throughout the website, the emails that Nintendo sent out, and even the trailer. Sakurai himself has also tweeted that he's been silently working on the game, and there's no hint of a port in his tweet. And while I do think that this game is going to be a genuine new installment of Smash, I didn't look any further than here. Breath of the Wild Link appears in the trailer with his blue champion's tunic and his hatless head. Console Zeldas have always been very important for Smash, as they dictate quite a bit of thought into Link's design. In fact, each new installment uses the most recent Zelda games to determine Link's design in Smash. It's here that we can explore whether this new Smash game is going to be a port or a brand new title. But first, we need to go back all the way to 1999, the year that the original Super Smash Bros. Released for the Nintendo 64. The Link in this game is based on the then upcoming title, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Smash 64 and Ocarina of Time were being developed at the same time, and in fact released exactly 2 months apart. November 21st, 1998, and January 21st, 1999. Sakurai worked his magic and managed to get some insider info about the upcoming Zelda game, which he was then able to apply to the fighter in Smash. Then, in 2001, Nintendo shocked the world by revealing the sequel to Smash 64, Super Smash Bros. Melee, for the all-new Nintendo GameCube. Between 64 and Melee, there was an additional console Zelda game that was released. The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask, which released a full year before Melee. In this new Smash title, there are two Links. Link, an adult version, who's basically the same character from 64, and Young Link, his younger self. These two Links each reflect one of the two N64 Zelda games. Link represents Ocarina of Time, as he's simply an improved version of the Smash 64 Link, who himself was based on Ocarina of Time. Young Link represents Majora's Mask. While most of his design comes from his appearance in Ocarina of Time, simply because he's a Link clone in Melee, Young Link is still the protagonist of Majora's Mask, and he still represents that Zelda game as a whole. We can even see this in the Great Bay stage that's based on the location in Termina from Majora's Mask. Flash forward 7 years, and Super Smash Bros. Brawl is finally released for the Wii. Between Melee and Brawl, Nintendo released two big console Zelda games, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. The two Links from these respective games replaced the two existing Links from Melee. Link from Twilight Princess became the playable Link, and the title of Young Link was retired, instead referring to Wind Waker Link as Toon Link. While still filling the roles of original character and clone character, these two characters diverge and become separate from the other and become a bit more unique. Twilight Princess featured a rough, gritty, edgy world for Link to explore, and that's reflected in his design in Smash. He looks dirtier, his equipment looks a bit more used, and he has some realistic explosions. On top of this, he carries over items specifically from Twilight Princess. The claw shot as his grab, the Gale Boomerang, and the bombs all look as if they were directly dropped in from Twilight Princess. Wind Waker was more cartoony. Everything in that game was cel-shaded and bright and happy, and Toon Link's Smash design reflects that as well. His shield, hookshot, boomerang, and even his bombs and their explosions match the aesthetic that his game has, or basically are just placed right in the game from Wind Waker. The exception to this rule seems to be Skyward Sword, which came out between Brawl and Smash 4. While Smash 4 Link seems to have a similar aesthetic to Skyward Sword Link, this feels more like an update to Smash's look than anything else. Smash 4 maintains the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker pairing, while giving Skyward Sword smaller references such as the palette swap, stage, or items. But now we're at this new Smash game, and we see that Breath of the Wild Link is front and center. Now if this new game was a port, the Link in Smash for 3DS, for Wii U, for Switch, whatever it's gonna be called, that Link is going to be the Link that we're used to in Smash 4. It only makes sense if they're porting the game. If Breath of the Wild Link was simply plopped over the current Link, even as a costume, the moveset really wouldn't make sense. First off, the bombs don't match Breath of the Wild Link at all, as he used the Sheikah Slate to produce his bombs in that game. They also had this almost lightsaber glow to them, and they were remote activated, while the bombs in Smash currently have the traditional look and are on a timer if they don't hit anybody. The Gale Boomerang is also out of place. This was a very particular item that only Twilight Princess Link had. This is the only game that that item was from. And even if Breath of the Wild Link had it, he'd probably just break it after a couple of throws anyway, so it really doesn't match. Then there's the Claw Shot. This didn't even exist in Breath of the Wild. There's nothing really like it in the game at all, so this would really be unbelievable for this version of Link. Breath of the Wild was a total game changer for the Zelda series and its formula. As a result, this version of Link is drastically different from any version of Link we've had before, so his moveset would be pretty different as well. I'd imagine his grab wouldn't be a hookshot style tether at all, for example. The bombs would also match properly, and I can't wait to see those glowing balls of death in the game. I feel like I've painted a pretty good picture here about how the Zelda series impacts Smash's take on Link. Between each Smash game, Zelda games have come out, or they haven't come out. And when they have, Smash's design has been accordingly updated with those games. And that's why I think this Smash game is going to be a totally new game. Apart from everything else, it would seem incredibly odd for nearly all of the cast to remain roughly the same, but this single character receives such drastic changes. The costume argument does have some merit, I guess, but the moveset not matching really doesn't seem like the Sakurai thing to do. He pays such attention to detail, and he meticulously matches the character's origin to how they're represented in Smash, that it just doesn't make sense that he would just plop a new costume on an older Link without their movesets matching properly. But I have been wrong before. So what do you guys think? Are we getting a totally new Smash? Is Link simply getting a costume, or is he going to be a great exception and be the only one changed in Smash 4's port? This game has really gotten my mind reeling, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down in those comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're hyped for Smash and want more news, discussions, and theories, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of Smash content coming at your faces real soon, and you don't want to miss it. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and have an awesome day.